Hey guys, it's Emma Vigeland with TYT Politics. Apologies, there was an error, a technical error with the last video, so I went through this whole report, but I have to do it again because I don't know what happened. I want to tell you the breaking news, give you guys the breaking news. The Democrats have retained their spine for the moment being. I know that that's really an if. It's not set in stone. The Democrats' spine is very temporary, often. But they now have the votes to successfully filibuster Neil Gorsuch's nomination. Breaking news, I'm reading from Politico. After Senator Chris Coons became the 41st Democrat to announce he will vote against ending debate on his confirmation. Meaning, you need a 60-vote threshold to end a filibuster, and they do not have the numbers because the Democrats are unifying against Neil Gorsuch. I do believe that this is the correct tactic based on the historic injustice that President Obama was not able to fill the seat of late Antonin Scalia, who passed away last year, and because it was an election year, that's what the Republicans said, because they fight tooth and nail for everything, and the Democrats cave tooth and nail to everything, so they thought that they could get away with it. I like that the Democrats are not letting them get away with it. They are basically saying, you know, two can play at this game. You blocked our nominee, Merrick Garland, who is incredibly centrist and qualified. We'll block your extremist right-wing qualified Supreme Court justice. So I like that they are fighting back. But what is going to happen later this week, likely on Thursday, is that Mitch McConnell is going to use the nuclear option. Now, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about what that nuclear option is. So back in 2013, then Majority Leader Harry Reid, obviously of Nevada, we miss you, Harry, not really, on a party line vote, set a new precedent to eliminate the ability to filibuster executive branch nominations and instead subject every nominee to a simple 51-vote threshold for confirmation. That was because the Republicans were obstructing every single person that Obama was putting forth, no matter what position it was for. But the Democrats waited until 2013 to implement this new rule, and they lost their majority in 2014. Idiocy. Harry Reid should have done that way earlier, and then Obama would have been able to get a lot more people through. But of course, too little, too late. That's one of the many mantras of the Democratic Party, and that is what ended up happening. Harry Reid did this in 2013. The 2013 precedent did not affect Supreme Court nominees because many Democrats who supported going nuclear at the time saw it as a bridge too far. The Supreme Court is a consequential lifetime appointment that can span decades and shape the course of the entire nation. So also what's funny is, it's another theme of Democrats versus Republicans. Democrats saw that as a bridge too far. Republicans were like, where's that bridge? Let me cross it. I don't care. I'm gonna use the nuclear option. So, this wonderful NPR article continues. McConnell can use the same procedural motions Reid invoked to overturn a ruling from the presiding officer in the Senate to lower the threshold, a simple up or down vote that will forever alter how the chamber operates going forward. So that is what is troubling about this. The Democrats are merely, in my opinion, responding to the injustice of the Republicans and what they did with Merrick Garland. I think they must respond if they want to have any respect. Because if they don't respond, what the Republicans can say is, hey, whenever there's a Democrat making appointments as president, we'll just block it. It doesn't matter. The Democrats aren't going to respond. They're not going to block our nominees. So why don't we just do it every single time there's a Democrat in power? I don't care. They don't have any shame. And the only way to beat someone in a mud fight is to get a little dirty yourself. And I know that the upstanding liberal elites don't like this, and I've had conversations with said liberal elites who think that, you know, the Democrats have to retain the integrity of the judiciary. But look, the judiciary does not have much integrity at this point. You know, back in 1987, Robert Bork was the nominee from President Reagan, I believe, and the Democrats basically politicized it. They said, we don't want Robert Bork on the Supreme Court. Then again, Robert Bork was a very extreme case, but since then, the nominating process has been very political, and even the current justices on the Supreme Court didn't give real answers about their beliefs in the nominating process because of Robert Bork. Ruth Bader Ginsburg really just gave non-answers in these confirmation hearings, and that's what's going on right now with Gorsuch. We don't really know where he stands. So the buck has to stop somewhere with the politicization of the judiciary and of this nominating process, but it's not right now, because if the Democrats don't respond, then they will be an actual doormat. Like, well, I'm gonna wipe my boots off, my muddy boots off, on top of them when I walk in and out of my house. They will be literal doormats. They have to respond. So I understand the theoretical argument, which is more like an academic and I think less tangible argument that's not as relevant right now. I understand that we don't want to politicize the judiciary, but that is already happening, and if the Democrats choose not to respond, then they're not even a party anymore. They're just something that, the Republicans walk all over. So that's really my, I believe, kind of nuanced belief on what's going on right now, but I am glad that they reached that 40-vote threshold or 41-vote threshold with Senator Chris Coons, and I like that, even Chuck Schumer is like fighting back. Yeah, credit to him, So let's go. I think this nuclear option is going to happen on Thursday, but I like that they're fighting at least a little bit. So I hope this video saves, guys. I don't know what happened last time. All right, fight on.